good afternoon, wherever you're watching me from. It's Ebehitale again. It's my channel. I'm so excited that I'm doing this video again on this subject that I really love and that every one of us can relate with. I always try to bring subjects that people, regardless of the age, regardless of the gender, regardless of the religion, regardless of the race, can relate with. If you've seen this video, please like this video. Please subscribe to this channel. If you've not yet subscribed, please share this video to your friends, to your contacts, and let them join us. We need them. I need them. We all need them to grow this channel. We can't do it alone. Thank you to those of you that have subscribed already. You guys are just amazing people. Today we're going to be talking about rejection and how we handle rejection. We've all been rejected at one point or the other in our lives. I have experienced rejection myself many times, especially employment rejection, job rejection. You apply for a job, in your mind you will think, oh my God, I've done all I've put in my best, everything is on point, I've researched the company, I've gone to LinkedIn to read about likely job interview questions. I've done this, I've done that. At the end of the day, you get that sad email, that very sad email. Unfortunately, the moment I just read up to the point of unfortunately, I do not read further. I just delete the email. How do we handle this type of rejection? Some people, they've experienced rejection with marriage. They've been in a relationship with someone and all of a sudden the person moves on with someone else. How do you handle it? Some people, they end up crying for days. They end up not eating. They end up falling sick. They end up not being themselves. And I would like to ask you as an individual, I know you've experienced rejection at one point or the other in your life, and we're also going to experience rejection in the future. As far as we live, rejection is, I would say, it's part of our life. People don't accept us all the time, and we should be ready to get rejected. We should be ready. That's how I see it. How do you handle when you get rejected? How do you handle it? For instance, job rejection. When you don't get that desired job of yours, do you take time to find that from the recruiter? Do you take time to get feedback from the recruiter? I know sometimes getting feedback is not possible. I, for one, have never gotten feedback from any of my recruiter if I don't get a position, because how many recruiters would respond back to your email if you're trying to find out from them, okay, can you please tell me why I didn't get this position? You ask yourself, well, human beings, we see these people every day. How many of them would take time to respond to that email? Sometimes if you're not moving to the next level of the interview process, they can block your email. You can't even email them back. I've seen that too. So getting feedback sometimes would not be visible, would not be possible. Secondly, do you reflect when you don't get something, when you get rejected? Do you take time to reflect why it happened? Do you take time to reflect, to ask yourself those difficult questions? Do you take time to be honest with yourself? Sometimes, if we all can just be honest with ourselves, this life would be better. But a lot of times we're not honest with ourselves. We don't tell ourselves the truth. When you do an interview, maybe you know you didn't do well in that interview, and at the end of the day you don't get the job. Do you tell yourself, oh, I expected it, I knew I didn't do well? Do you tell yourself that? I do. I always tell myself that. And sometimes when I do interviews, I always just tell myself, if I don't perform well, I'll tell myself, I don't think I'm going to get this job. This one is not possible because see, I messed up here, I messed up there. So I'm not expecting anything good with this interview. And most times it works out that way. My current job, the day I did that interview, I was convinced that I would get the job. I was 100% convinced that I would get the job. The interview was easy, and in fact, I was really, really convinced that I would get the job. And I got the job. So I would like to know from you, those of you that have been rejected by a lady, or you've been rejected by a male in terms of marriage, in terms of romantic relationship, how did you handle them? How did you handle them? In job search, how do you handle rejection while you're searching for job? How do you handle we all know rejections can be very hard. Nobody wants to be rejected. It makes us feel we're not good enough. But it's not always true. It is not always true that you're not good enough. Sometimes rejections are blessings in disguise. God might be saving you from something very terrible. That is why you didn't get that job. That is why you didn't get married to that person. That is why you didn't make that trip. What do you think? If you're seeing this video, please like this video, please subscribe, please let me know what you think about this subject, so that I don't just be the one talking to myself without getting feedback. Feedback is very important. I need your feedback. I need it to be able to grow. What do you guys think? Please share this video to your contacts. Please like, please comment.